Hey, Pastor Mike with a Golden Word Nugget. Hey, thanks for joining me today. Yeah, I wanted to share a story with you from just an excerpt from Booker T. Washington's book, Up from Slavery is the title, and I believe published in 1901. But anyway, he tells the story about an ex-slave. He has a conversation with this ex-slave who actually had entered into a contract with his master to buy his own body. And so each year he was to pay the wages to buy himself. And this was a few years prior to the Emancipation Proclamation. And so after he figured out that he could make better wages, earn more money in Ohio, he left Virginia to Ohio. Now, after freedom came, he still owed his master a little over $300. And so Booker T has a conversation with the guy, and the guy walked from most of the way from Ohio back to Virginia to pay his master $1 with interest, which was the remainder of the contract to buy himself. And obviously Booker T said, well, why'd you do that? Well, the man says that I knew I was free from any obligation to pay the guy any longer, my master any longer, because of the Emancipation Proclamation. But I had made my master a promise, and I never go back on my word. And he says that I figured that I couldn't really enjoy freedom until I kept my promise to my master. Wow. You know, I don't know what that means to you, but the first thing I thought about, here we are in this new year. Perhaps you're like me, and maybe you've made some, whatever you call it, maybe you made some New Year's resolutions, or you've got your vision board out, or whatever you call it. You're doing some goals for 2023 or whatever it is. But, you know, the first thing I thought about thinking about this story is I wanted to go back and think about the promises maybe that I made to my master. Maybe you should go back and think about in 2022 the promises that you've made to your master that you didn't keep, or the promises that you've made this year in the way of New Year's resolutions, vision boards, or whatever it is. And I'm telling you, this slave, ex-slave is correct in the fact that he says the most important thing was that he fulfilled the promise to his master. This year is the year that we fulfilled the promise to our master. Before we can enjoy freedom, of vacation, and every other thing that we're planning to do in 2023, the most important thing, we've got to keep the main thing this year, and the most important thing is fulfilling the promises that we made to our master, because he paid our debt. And by his stripes, we're healed, we're free, and we have an obligation to him. And I'm joining you, and I believe that you and I will fulfill our obligations to him first. Seek first above anything else, fulfilling the obligation that we have to him, because our debt has been paid. Now you think on that, and we'll do it again soon.